Councilmember Williams.
Present.
Mayor Durham. Councilmember Moore.
Present.
Councilmember Sevier.
Present.
Councilmember Fox.
Present.
4 present, we have a quorum.
All right, got the meeting called to order. We'll start like we usually do with prayer and pledge of allegiance. Chad, you lead some word of prayer, and Mama, if you will lead us in a pledge.
Let's pray together. Father, we do thank you for this day, and we thank you for your blessings. Father, we just pray you help us today and guide us and lead us in all that we do. And Father, we just pray for our country as a whole today, that Lord, you'd bring us together and you'd help unify us. And Father, we'd come together under the common cause of the fact that you created us all and you love us all. And God, would we honor you in all that we do. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Please stand and salute the flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And I'm glad we live in a city where everybody stands for the flag.
That's why I said that. I didn't want anybody to take a knee.
All right. Gentlemen, you got before you the minutes from the last meeting. If you look them over, if everything looks good to you, we'll.
Motion to approve.
Second it.
Got a motion to approve and a second. Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Minutes have passed. We'll welcome everybody here this morning. And as far as announcements goes, we've got to have a vote about canceling the council meeting on October the 12th. And then we'll have a special call meeting on October 13th to accept bids for LRPD, LPRD, and ADA improvements. So,
Do we need to do that right now?
yes.
I'll make a motion that we cancel October 12th meeting.
Second.
All right, got a first and a second on canceling October the 12th meeting. Can we put it all together here?
You don't need to pass the other one.
Okay.
You just need to announce it.
All right. Any opposed to that? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
That carries. Another announcement here, city offices be closed October the 9th in observance of Columbus Day. Residential carts will be picked up October the 12th. Please have carts out early. And then I'll turn it over to Chris, city administrator.
I have a couple of announcements this morning. I'd like to welcome Ty McDowell. He's our latest hire for the Department of Public Works. I'm not sure his exact start date, but Ty will be
September 20th.
will be starting September 20th.
He started September.
Also on October 19th, a reminder again of the health fair. I'd like to encourage all of you to attend that. We also recently found out that Emeritus, the city's dental insurance provider, is going up on its rates either 9 or 15%, depending on which plan we choose. Coverage will be the same. The 9% limits the providers. There are more providers under the 15% increase. We've looked at what the majority of the employees have. Most are already will be covered under the 9%, so that is probably the option that we'll elect to take. It'll be about a $3,100 increase to the city in premiums because of that increase. Also tonight at 5 o'clock, we have a public hearing here in the council room for the TAP grant application. The TAP grant application is for improvements to North Military. We voted to place an application in for that grant, and it requires a public hearing. So anybody that wants to be here tonight to hear the plans, Griggs and Maloney representatives will be here to help go over that. That will be tonight at 5 o'clock. And that's all I have this morning.
Is any department manager report today?
No reports this morning.
All right. With no old business on the.
Mayor, can I ask, Chief, how about how's everything going up at the fair with the changes you made?
I am happy to report that we don't have 100% compliance, probably 99.5. We have not been forced to tow many cars out of no parking zone. Had a bit of a traffic jam at Mile Crossing yesterday that required some pretty quick action. I think we kind of overswamped the Kiwanis Club with the volume of vehicles that we were forced to head that way. But we had to get the intersection at Mile Crossing cleared. So outside of that, we've already come up with a contingency plan on that tonight, anticipating a big crowd for the Travis Tritt concert. So I would like to thank the citizens of the city of Lawrenceburg, and even those that are coming from other counties and other states possibly, on complying with our request and being very thoughtful and respectful to the officers that are being forced to ask you to move on. So I do thank you.
Is most of the folks agreeable to what you're trying to do? Or
Yes, sir.
do they understand why we're doing it?
The Sheriff's Department in particular, especially on the Jackson Street gate, since we've closed northbound or southbound traffic at Marr Avenue there at the old armory.
Yes.
Safety concerns are pretty much nil as they come west on Jackson Street and have to make that right-hand turn back onto Marr. It gives a lot of area for our pedestrians to walk, so it has been it's worked out real well. So I want to commend the Sheriff's Department, Rotary Club, Kiwanis. Everybody's had a hand in this. Jay, Shelton Barnett, they've when we came together as a group and made these decisions, and the public at large, it's working real well. It's making a lot safer conditions.
No more old business or anything. I'll turn it over to our city attorney, Alan Betts.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Mayor. You have ordinance 1213. It's an ordinance to amend ordinance 1090 entitled Personnel Rules and Regulations for the City of Lawrenceburg. Title 4, Chapter 2, Section Roman numeral 5, Benefits, B, Holidays of the Lawrenceburg Municipal Code. That is for first reading today, and it deals with cleaning up some language in there that's been confusing. After you all get it before the board, I defer to Doug to talk to you about the potential changes here.
Motion to approve.
Motion and a second. Have any discussion?
Come on, Mr. Edwards.
Basically, there was some language in there that was allowing for double pay, and we can't do that. If somebody is on a work comp case, they get paid according to the laws of the state of Tennessee and according to our policy, which is currently, if you have a work comp case, you get paid for 2/3 of a day by the insurance carrier, and then you can use 1/3 of a day of sick leave to make up the rest. And the idea with work comp is you don't lose any money because you're out, but you don't make a profit on the city either. So if they're on work comp, we don't pay them holiday pay or annual leave or any other kind of pay on top of that. They just make what they usually make. So that's what this allows for.
Any more discussion on it? Not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And ordinance number 1213 carries.
Next, gentlemen, a resolution of the Board of Mayor and Council of the City of Lawrenceburg to authorize Lawrenceburg Public Works Department to request bids for milling various streets in the City of Lawrenceburg with bid specs to contain the streets to be milled. And that's for your consideration today.
Got a motion, we have a second.
Second.
Got a motion by Lon, a second by Ted. Any discussion on this?
I was going to ask Jerry, what streets are we thinking about getting milled?
Right now, Lord, what this is I didn't have a current, my current milling bid had run out. Just getting one in place so when we get ready to do something, we're ready to go. But some of the, on this Squire project, some of this Squire's got to be remilled and down through here and going north on Military. Then we got some city streets out that have to be milled.
While we're talking about this, you got any more paving plans for this fall?
Yeah.
Can you give us a little idea?
We're gonna finish up, we like a half a mile, 6/10, I believe, on Woodford Creek Road that we done and we're gonna finish it up next week. Then got some to do on the square here, and I got some more to do back over in here behind the DA's office.
Thank you.
More discussion on resolution number 207-17? Not. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? No opposition? It carries.
That's all my business today, Mr. Vice Mayor.
I think that's all. But I got one question, Pam. The tickets are going on sale, have they done gone on sale for the theater series?
Yes, sir. For Performance Series, yes, they went on sale to the public on the 15th.
Yeah, I bought them the last couple of years now. I'll buy them again. I think it's good shows and
I've got all the councilmen saved, so the seats you had last year, so y'all are good.
good deal. I like that wide seat.
Thank you.
All right.
Motion to adjourn. Second.
Third.
This meeting is adjourned. Thank y'all.